Hey everybody, eat stress-free this spring with Factor's delicious ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, non-frozen meal is chef crafted. That's right. If you know what that means, it's crafted by a chef. Dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes.
Yes, head to factormeals.com/pretendprob50 and use code pretendprob50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box. That's code pretendprob50 at factormeals.com/pretendprob50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box while your subscription is active.
Hey, I got to tell you, since drinking AG1 daily, I have felt better. I have more energy when I work out. I just feel like my body is functioning better. If there's one product I have to recommend to elevate your health, it's AG1, and that's why I'm excited to welcome them as a new partner.
Yes. If you want to take ownership of your health, it starts with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/pretend. That's drinkag1.com/pretend. Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pretend Problems podcast. I am Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
Hi, I am Chad Daniels, and well-behaved and fucking ready to go. This is our third start.
This is our third start.
I am being stymied left and right. Your hair looks fantastic. You think it's Little Mermaid-esque. I don't.
Thank you. Can I just say for a second, you think you're being stymied? He opened by saying, "Hi, I'm Bill Cosby."
We are looking for listeners.
That is not how we'll get listeners.
You don't think old Milky Eye doing a podcast from prison is going to get people interested? Woo, woo.
Milky Eye from prison?
I feel you are mistaken.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about your hair.
Okay.
You changed it.
I changed my hair pretty dramatically and right before shooting a special. We're recording this 3 days before I actually shoot the special. By the time this comes out, it will have been shot. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of crazy to do right before a special.
Well, again, we always find ourselves in this dilemma where you think something is this and I am so prepared for the outcome. Well, just like a lot of times, we've talked about this in the past, where you say like, "Oh, I was hoping for a little more enthusiasm from you," when in reality, it's because I had been thinking that you're going to hit that next level the whole time.
Like you already thought that.
Right.
But by the way, you had a great reaction to my hair.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, you're saying like it could be drastic. I knew it wasn't going to be because you were letting the original color. This is your normal color. This is pretty close to my natural hair color. Damn
it's like
close to natural.
A little more maybe reddish coppery, but it's way closer to my natural hair color than the bleach blonde that I've been for like 15 years.
And I could see the natural hair color growing out, and I knew that it was going to be fantastic.
Thank you.
So that's where I'm at. So, sometimes you're like, "Holy shit, I can't believe I did this," and I'm like, I think it's gonna be the winning ticket.
Well, thanks.
It's my pleasure. I'm not even trying to be nice. I'm just reporting the news.
And apparently, redheads are your favorite.
I do have a soft spot in my heart.
Or a hard spot.
In my pants.
If I may be so bold.
For redheads. Yeah. Yep.
I'm
yes.
so glad I could fulfill your ultimate dream.
Yeah. Well, are you? We'll see.
Excuse me?
We'll see how you like my attitude towards your red hair. We're like, I'm trying to do emails. I'm like, well, it's time. I caught a glimpse of the red hair in the sunlight and hop to it.
I like it.
Okay, well, this is gross for everybody. Let's, so can I tell, I've been in a bad mood for about 36 days. And today, Kelsey needed to get a 1098 for the, whatever, the mortgage loan. The interest that we pay for the mortgage loan. And so I try to log in, and all the butt fuckery that took place in this login session was outrageous, right? I'm trying everything, boom, boom, boom. I call in, and they say, well, okay, I mean, everything looks good. You should be able to log in. So then I try to log in again, cannot. So I call back, and they go, well, are you answering the questions correctly? And I said, well, it should be either my high school mascot or Kelsey's high school mascot. And I know both. And so I put in both, and it didn't. And she goes, well, Kelsey's not supposed to be on here. This is your own thing under your social security number. And then I said in my head, well, motherfucker, then it's Otter's for sure. I didn't go to 2 high schools. Don't tell me my business, devil woman. So then I am slamming things around, trying to get in. She goes, okay, it's all set. Go ahead and log in. So I try to log in again. Fucking cannot, because they've given me a temporary password that no one told me about. Change my password. So then I have to log in. I have to do all this stuff. I have to get a text code to put into the thing to make sure it's me. I have to go in again and I have to answer, what's your dad's middle name? What's whatever, your favorite movie, like all this shit. So I put all those things in, and then they go, ready to log in? And I'm like, motherfucker, I am logged in. I'm giving you the answers to the questions. So I log in again. What's the first thing it does? What's your dad's middle name? Well, do you think...
Did you put identity thief?
Yeah. Do you think that I am... like I've been hit on the head in the last 3 seconds?
Yeah.
I'm logging in. Someone's just perching, waiting in the bushes to come smack me. And thank God they don't know my dad's middle name.
Yeah.
I was fucking so mad about this. The login system, all of this, it sound 100, but all of the steps you have to go through is fucking ridiculous.
They asked me for my username and my password and my papa's middle name, and I said, lady, it's too many questions. I don't know. I don't know what this character.
I don't know either, but it's not me, and I fucking hate it. And I was doing it for you, so you can back off immediately. Oh, I've never owned a home before. I don't know what to do. So here I am trying to help you.
Oh my God, can we take a step back for 1 second about this? This is how I came to you today about this.
Yep.
I said, you and I both need a 1098 form.
I don't need shit.
For taxes.
I don't need shit.
I feel like if I need it, you probably need it.
Think again.
Okay.
So you said,
okay, I need a form 1098 for taxes. I said, do you remember what our account login is for our bank loan? Because when I go to the website, it's asking for like an access ID, like it's a number. All I was asking from you is, do you remember what that login is? And you could have gone, no.
I did say no.
And then that could have been the end of it.
The first thing out of my mouth was no.
And I said, okay. Because guess how I got it today? I just called and she sent it to me. So all of what you went through didn't even need to happen.
I understand that.
But this is my theory about you.
Okay. I'm ready.
I think sometimes when you are in a bad mood, and you've talked about this, your sweet little smile.
I'm ready.
You've talked about this on Middle of Somewhere, and maybe on here a little bit, that your form of release for your anger is like you're almost looking for, like, how do I get rid of this anger? How do I get this out of me? And so I think sometimes, maybe even subconsciously, you enter into a task that's like, ooh, if you're in a bad mood, maybe don't do that right now. Like, don't get on the phone with customer service with a bank about logging in.
Well,
although I know that you
because I didn't know it was going to take that long.
That's true.
And I also, you're like, well, I don't know how I'm going to get this. And so then I just started doing it when I could have said, well, fucking call them.
Totally.
That's what I could have said.
Totally.
But I was trying to be helpful.
And
I thought that if I would have completed this task, it would have put me in a better mood.
I think also subconsciously on the other end of the anger is that you do have a desire to be everybody's Superman, which is like a very sweet, noble desire that you want to help people. And then I think sometimes, though, you take on too much?
I feel like I didn't write into the podcast. Yeah, I mean, we've discussed that before. I think that I probably do. Probably tend to want to be everybody's, helpful to everybody. Mm-hmm. Sure. Makes sense.
Well, what's fun about today's episode is that Chad started in a bad mood, and now both of us are in a bad mood.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So this will be a fun episode.
Put her in a bad mood. Well, let's talk about those. Let's do the middle section. Or should we do dates?
I don't care.
Okay. Well, by the way, this episode comes out on... Not that she wants to hear it, but her birthday. That's right, birthday episode. Hey, here's where I'm going to be. I'm going to be at the Bell House in Brooklyn, April 11th, and then April 12th, I will be at the Wilbur Theater in Boston, Massachusetts. Then I will be the 19th and 20th of April. I am going to be... I'm going to be at the Milwaukee Improv. And then we have May 3rd and 4th, I'll be in Nashville. May 10th and 11th, I'll be at Go Bananas. May 17th through the 19th, I will be in Austin at the Comedy Mothership. Then in June, I'm going to be in Springfield, Missouri. Then we're going to do that Burt tour. Then July, I'm going to be in Detroit. And then buckle it up. September, Spokane and Tampa. October, Madison and Columbus. November, Denver, San Francisco, and Sacramento. December, Salt Lake City and Las Vegas. Let's go.
Where can people get tickets?
ChadDaniels.com/tour if you want to get crazy.
Awesome. Next weekend, I will be in Sacramento, and then I will be in Salt Lake City, Vegas, Denver, Kansas City on the Burt tour with Chad. And then I forgot these 2 summer dates last week. Actually 3. I will be in Charlotte and Raleigh in July, and then I will be in Indianapolis in August. And then I just don't have it fully memorized, but it is something like Omaha, Fort Collins, Providence, Dania Beach, Phoenix, San Antonio, Austin. And I think I'm missing one city, but KelseyCook.com. They should all be on sale by now. I've been pulling teeth trying to get these ticket links up on clubs' websites, but hopefully by the time this comes out, you can go check KelseyCook.com if I'm coming to your city and see if those tickets are up.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Great. Should we ask the question that you asked from your Artist's Way book?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
This is our middle segment.
Middle segment alert. What was your favorite thing about a childhood bedroom? Was that it? Was that the question?
Yeah. What was your favorite thing about your childhood bedroom? And then what is your favorite thing about your bedroom now? And if you don't have something about your bedroom now that you love, see if you can incorporate something from your favorite bedroom growing up, which I think is just a fun little
And also, if
activity.
you don't have something that's awesome about your bedroom now, fix it.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You should get something awesome about your bedroom because you're supposed to spend a third of your life in your bedroom.
Yeah, true.
Right? Because it's 8 hours.
Yeah.
You're supposed to get.
Yeah. So I had a few different childhood rooms growing up, as I think most people do who move around a bit. But when I was really young, the corner of my bedroom had a giant rainbow painted onto it that was there when we moved in. And that, when you're a kid, oh my God.
Selling point.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Felt great. And then as I got a little bit older, my mom got me a canopy bed when I was 8. And I remember really feeling like a straight up princess. I felt that we must have so much money. This was such a cool bed. Did not know until later that my mom was just putting things on credit cards to try to make her kids feel not poor. And then I'd spend a lot of time in the lobbies of money trees while she would get loans and then have those things. All very, very sweet, noble cause to try to make her kids feel like we weren't poor. But anyway, that led to some problems later. But it was nice at the time to have what felt like a princess canopy bed. And then later, my bedroom, when I was in high school, I painted it, and then I painted my favorite quote on the wall that is, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams, live the life you've imagined," which is my favorite quote by Thoreau. And I always loved waking up and looking at that. And so
Good way to start the day.
yeah, my favorite thing about our bedroom now are the windows. I love the windows.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck it. Should I get like a little rainbow sticker and just like put it in the bottom of the corner just to feel like I know it's there?
Interesting.
Just a thought.
That's a nice little shot.
Yeah. What is yours?
So again, it's like when you move around or your parents get divorced, you've got some options. So I hope that this question doesn't lead to sadness for anyone. For me, the favorite thing about my bedroom growing up, so I'm going to go my bedroom the summer before 4th grade to the summer before 9th grade is when we lived in this house. That is when the wheels came off of our family. However, we had some real good things going on in this house. It was the favorite house I've ever lived in. And it was the basement. We got the basement redone. And so all of the stuff in my room was brand spanking new. Drywall, cabinetry. It smelled new. Carpet.
That's such a good, like, if something smells clean and new,
Yeah.
doesn't that immediately put you in a good mood every time you enter that room?
Yeah. I used to, there were baseboard heaters because it was in the basement in Minnesota. There was also a window, fire escape window that you had to have to make it a legal bedroom that I would sneak out of. And I would go to the Coke plant and we would jump the fence with the Botchners. I would go and we would go there, Mark and Monty.
And then you would egg houses.
We would jump the fence. We never egged houses when I snuck out there. We would just go to the Coke plant and we would open. There were these 2 trucks that had all the expired pop that they couldn't sell. And we would shake them up and then throw them at each other. And they would land at our feet and explode everywhere like mini pop grenades or soda grenades, wherever you're from. And
oh my God, would you ever get hurt?
I mean, not really, no. But it was very...
How can you measure that that's going to hit at somebody's feet?
You just have to be real good. You have to get good at it. We had a couple cans skip off into our shins, but I think the window was my favorite part because we...
Boys are so weird.
At one point, I had Ryan Welly sleeping over, and there was it was the last day of school, and it was the end of school party that was going on over at this girl Tanya's, and everyone was going to be there. So my parents said, well, we're going to call Tanya's parents and make sure that they're home. And this girl named Rika answered the phone and completely did not fool my parents. But my parents led us to believe they had been fooled.
Whoa, cool parents.
Yeah. So then there was a wooden piece above the window to get out, and we pushed the wooden piece over, and both were crawling out separate corners.
Yeah.
And my parents were just sitting out there waiting for us. Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're like, well, headed to Tanya's, are you boys? It was.
Oh my God. What did you do? You're just like,
yeah, we were like, what the fuck? They didn't. There was no grounding. There was no trouble. It was just get back in your room. You can't go. And because, Ryan and I were so dumb. We're like, oh, well, it is about 9:00. Guess it's time for bed. And they were like, okay, nerds.
Oh my
just
God.
knowing the whole time we were going to sneak out.
Yeah.
So everything we thought we had fooled them with, we'd go to bed at night, shut the lights off. We're like, I can't believe they're fucking falling for it. And then just sitting there. And then eventually that house, I found out the bank was taking it. And so then all bets were off. And I started throwing stars into the drywall from across the room, full speed, tried to bury them all the way through. And the bank, listen, they got a very nice home, but they did have to do some repairs. If you're going to take a home from a family, you're going to fucking figure out how to patch some drywall. That's true.
I thought when you were initially telling me about this that you would throw... Was it that you would throw throwing stars at posters, but you didn't realize that it was sticking into something, and then you pulled the poster away, you're like, oh, oops.
So I think I threw it at a poster of Michael Jordan dunking.
Hell yeah.
And tried to hit everywhere but Michael Jordan, like give him an outline. And then I took the poster off to see, and it was deeper than I thought. I thought it was going to be little specks, and it was a full hole in the drywall.
Oh my God. And then what's your favorite thing about our room now?
Our room, my favorite thing would be the windows.
Yeah.
We have a whole wall that faces the sunset. It's just all windows and a door that goes off to the deck. But I think those are really great. And then, what I might do is maybe throw some throwing stars at your rainbow sticker just to feel like maybe it's just something where only I know about it.
Please don't.
Okay.
But
Okay.
good idea.
But I hope you guys talk about your favorite thing, because it does incite some very fun memories when you think about your room as a kid. So only talk about the good stuff. Come on. What are we doing?
But yeah, I think it is a fun activity. I fucking love The Artist's Way so much. It's such a good book. So we'll keep doing these middle segment questions.
We'll try it. Get to know us. We call it Get to Know Us. Oh, shit. I wish we had graphics where a rainbow could come across right now. Get to know us. Like the more you know.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Well, someday we're going to get 2 extra cameras soon and a TV behind us and really like...
We say this.
Yeah, we do say this.
But it's not happening.
We also, I mean, like, listen, we're a little busy. Just
We are
a little
busy.
bit.
We also want to get a smaller couch, one that has a color where we don't have to put a blanket over it, like meth head curtains. And we'd also like to get those little elbow arms that hold the mic for you, that you just pull in front of your face, so we don't have to sit here and hold it. I don't mind holding it, but you've got a cyst in your wrist. She's got a cyst in your wrist.
Yep. It's a real motherfucker. Eat stress-free this spring with Factor's delicious ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including popular options like Calorie Smart, Keto, do it,
Keto,
Protein Plus, or Vegan and Veggie. If you're going to do it for one, you got to do it for all.
That's fair.
Also discover more than 60 add-ons every week, like breakfast, on-the-go lunch, snacks, and beverages to help you stay fueled and feel good all day long.
What are you waiting for? Get started today and fuel up for your springtime goals. Looking for gourmet meals? Try meals that feature premium ingredients like filet mignon, shrimp, truffle butter, broccolini, and asparagus. No fuss, no mess meals. Factor meals eliminate the hassle of prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. That's my favorite. Simply heat and savor the good stuff. Factor is your solution to it's your solution for fast premium meals without the need to something, because it's already been moved.
Sorry, without the need for cooking. Sorry.
Okay, there we go. I read one word at a time. Old fucking Speedy here. Can't stop.
Sorry, guys. We've talked about Factor before on the show, and it's just so fantastic. The meals really are ready to go in 2 minutes, which, Chad and I are gone all the time. It's nice to sometimes not have to try and cook something from scratch, go to the grocery store, all that stuff. So we love having meals like that around. And gosh, they're little wellness shots or little juice shots. Delicious and just make you feel so good.
Yeah.
So head to factormeals.com/pretendprob50 and use code pretendprob50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box. What a deal. That's code pretendprob50 at factormeals.com/pretendprob50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next box while your subscription is active.
I first gave AG1 a try because it is hard to find healthy food on the road. It's hard to go, you go down to the hotel breakfast and it's, eggs that I promise you aren't eggs and sausage that's greasy. And yeah, they have a waffle maker and stuff, but I just started trying to be a little bit healthier on the road. So I started taking AG1 with me, the travel packets, on the road. And they have a little shaker bottle that I bring with me as well. So since I've started drinking it daily, I feel better. I feel like when I'm in the gym, I do feel stronger. I know it doesn't make you stronger, but I just feel like my body is working to a better potential.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. That's because AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement that supports your body's universal needs like gut optimization, stress management, and immune support. Since 2010, AG1 has led the future of foundational nutrition, continuously refining their formula to create a smarter, better way to elevate your baseline health. Not only can you replace your multivitamin with AG1, but we love that every scoop also includes prebiotics, probiotics, and digestive enzymes for gut support, because you guys know me. You know that I talk a lot on this podcast about having IBS and some crazy farts from time to time. And AG1 does have all those things that help your gut.
Yeah, that's true. I recommend AG1 to my family and friends because it does make me feel better. And it is a great way to start your day if you are on the go instead of grabbing, some sugary cereal or something like that. Rip open a pack or the scoop, whatever you want to do, put it in your bottle, shake it up, boom, you're getting a ton of stuff in one little shake.
Yeah, it's also tested for 950 contaminants and NSF certified for sport. Even, our friends have started drinking AG1 and they always tell us how energetic they feel, how much better it supports their gut health, how their stress levels feel more manageable, so many things. So yeah, like Chad said, he has started traveling with AG1 and it's fantastic. The vitamin D3K2 drops are so nice. It's such an easy way for your body to absorb those vitamins, and it's just really nice to have. So if there's one product I had to recommend to elevate your health, it's AG1, and that's why I'm excited to welcome them as a new partner.
Welcome.
Welcome. If you want to take ownership of your health, it starts with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/pretend. That's drinkag1.com/pretend. Check it out, guys.
Check it out. Well, here we go.
Okay. So we have gathered a new batch of questions from you guys. If you want to write in, it is pretendproblemspodcast@gmail.com. We love getting mail from you guys. Oh my God, you're doing it again.
I know, but we do love it. Because I want to say it too. I want you to hear it from both of us. No, I want to hear it from both of us. I'm not mocking you. By the way, I love the title. Can I read it?
Yeah.
I can read it from this far, which makes me feel great. My GF's best friend is a creepy douche. Now, I haven't read that. The other stuff's too small for me to read from here. But I'm going to guess your girlfriend's best friend isn't a girl.
No.
Uh-oh.
You have to really suck as a woman to be called a creepy douche.
Yeah. But this tone that's happening here, you can tell that this person, this best friend, is a man.
Yeah.
And then we can discuss if women can have best friends as dudes. It's whatever. Well, let's read the thing.
Yeah, that's always an interesting situation when somebody's like genuine best friend is a guy, or as a guy, your genuine best friend is a girl. That was a whole big thing on Love is Blind this past season. He had two best girlfriends. And it was like, okay. Okay, my girlfriend's best friend is a creepy douche. Hello, Chatty Daddy and Kelsey.
Ooh, thank you.
Huge fan of you both. See you in Rosemont tomorrow. Hey, hope you had fun at the show. I love your chemistry together. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Obviously had fun at the show. Fucking standing ovation.
Thank you. My girlfriend and I have been together for about a year. We have a great thing going together that we both feel holds long-term potential. I am 47, she is 55, and neither of us have children. We're talking about moving in together, but right now we only spend weekends together at her house and one day during the week at my house. There's just one thing that's been bothering me. She's had this male best friend for about 12 years that is unbearable to be around. He's 65 and reminds me of George Costanza with a mustache. Oh, the visual really getting into the creepy vibe.
Jerry!
With a mustache. They make plans every other weekend or so for us all to do things together. I'm usually all for adding friends to plans, but he's just this creepy, annoying pain in the ass. Her and I have talked extensively about him, complaining to each other about his behavior. A few times she has talked to him about his behavior and has tried setting boundaries about his creepiness and the amount of time we're willing to share with him, but it has had no impact, bringing us to this past weekend's ordeals that were a new low. I told her that I don't hang out with people who act like that and that I don't want to associate with him anymore. She had to take a break from him as well, as this past December, he pulled a bonehead move that endangered her home and pets while he was pet watching for her. So she can and will stand up to him, but eventually caves and falls back into letting him impose on our weekends together because he complains that he has no other friends. Ugh. I want to...
Do you know why he doesn't have any extra friends?
I want to be done with this guy, but I also don't want to be the asshole that hits her with an ultimatum. What do I do? Thanks in advance for your advice, Eric. You can use my name. Oh, Eric.
Oh, Eric.
Sorry,
Sweet
man.
Eric.
This sucks. And it's strange that your girlfriend is just like, I mean, look, I'm a people pleaser too, but this guy, I mean, it feels like this guy's giving her a lot of outs, like true things to be like, look, dude, like, no, you fucked up. Like, you're really hard to be around. We just can't do this anymore. I don't know. And he's 65. I feel like that age, you're really entrenched in who you are.
Yeah, this is an old dog, new tricks situation.
Yes.
But has no one, I mean, clearly other people have cut him out. If he doesn't have any friends.
Yeah.
And maybe this is going to be the eye-opening experience that really gets him. And also, maybe this is, you're on a reality show. And when she finally says, I'm sorry, I can't hang out anymore, a banner's going to drop. Balloons, trumpeters are going to walk into the scene. She's going to win $1 million cold hard cash. We don't know.
It's just me farting for the trumpeters.
We don't know what's going to happen. But it is brutal, right? Because you don't want this person being a representative of you in public.
No.
You know, and if he's acting like a child, then I don't know. It's time to...
Yeah, that whole like, oh, I feel bad because they don't have other friends. Oof. You guys know I love quotes on this podcast. I really love the quote that's don't set yourself on fire to keep somebody else warm. And it's like, that is not your problem if this person doesn't have other friends. I have a friend in my life who has come to me for a very long time about a person she has in her life who can be very problematic, but she has a hard time setting boundaries because they don't really have anybody else. And I mean, I don't know what else to do besides be like, yeah, you gotta set some boundaries for yourself.
I think you're not the person giving the ultimatum here. I think it is her. She has to give it to this guy. She can't say, hey, I'm cutting you out for 2 weeks and then we'll see what happens. She has to go, hey, dipshit, enough is enough. I'm not going to spend time with you if you XYZ. Mm-hmm. And it's ultimately going to happen, unfortunately, but then that has to be the hard cutoff.
Yeah.
And I know that your girlfriend didn't write in and ask us this question, and that's going to be hard for you to explain to her, but I do think that's the only thing that can happen here.
Yeah. And maybe you can frame it as like, hey, I feel like we're getting more serious. I see this future together. And the thought of spending continuous time with this guy when he's acting this way is really like a roadblock for our relationship. Like maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Especially if you're going to move in together.
Yeah.
Now this person has to be at your place with your things and fuck that noise.
And maybe your pets. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So try to remove the idea that like you're being an asshole by bringing this up. I just think maybe your girlfriend needs that little bit of a like, oh shit, now I've got this other person in my life who is this outside perspective being like, hey, this guy, like we cannot have him around.
Yeah, that's tough, but I think it has to be done the way you're describing this guy.
Yeah. Sorry you're going through that. I hope it goes smoothly. Okay, this next one is called Kelsey Ask Chad. That's the new segment, right? So they say, hi, Chad. My teenage children are already ahead of where I was at their point in life. How do I continue to advise them other than the generic love and encourage dynamic? Thanks.
Already ahead of where you are. What does that mean? Like in school? And
it sounds like at that point in their life. So let's say this person's so they're teenage children. Let's say they're accomplishing things at 18 that he didn't accomplish. And so maybe he feels like he's losing that sense of like, why would they come to me for advice when they're doing more than what I did at that age?
Oh, well, yeah, I don't think that all advice is specific to the activity that's getting done. I think there is, I can tell you, what is the last thing besides the generic love and encouragement? Yeah,
how do I continue to advise them other than the generic love and encourage dynamic?
Well, there's nothing generic about love and encouragement. That is coming specifically from you to your kids. So that's all to say that your love and validation for their achievements is not going to be considered generic at all.
Yeah.
So I would keep doing that for sure.
Completely agree.
They might roll their eyes and they might be too cool for school, but deep down they absolutely are loving it.
Yes, 100%. This person says, it's titled, "You Are the Best." Thank you so much.
Well, this one's probably for you.
They say, "Hey guys, I absolutely love your podcast. My husband and I started out as Chad fans, but quickly became Kelsey fans too. Thank you. Chad, your Omaha show was great, and you're so awesome for meeting your fans afterward. I was the one who got her wisdom teeth out a couple days before your show.
Oh, right.
The face pain was totally worth it."
Yeah, you came anyways. That was intense. I can't believe that.
Oh my God. But do you have your wisdom teeth?
No, I have them out. I have 2 of them out.
Have we ever talked about what your experience was with that and how old you were?
No.
Can we just do a sidebar real quick?
Sidebar.
What was your experience?
My experience was I went in to an oral surgeon. I got my wisdom teeth out. I had to go to Milwaukee, the Comedy Cafe, later that week.
Okay.
And you're not allowed to have drive with pain meds. And I took that shit very seriously.
Yeah.
So I ditched my pain meds and just kind of dealt with it. But I was really lucky that I didn't have a lot of pain with mine. And so you're looking for a disastrous story, and I'm giving you the best case scenario. I know your story. Please tell the others. What a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, like an actual nightmare. I had mine out when I was either 14 or 15. And it just was kind of like everything that could go wrong went wrong. I had to get all 4 taken out. I woke up during it. They didn't give me enough anesthesia. Yeah. So I woke up and it's burned into my brain. I watched a dentist reach into my mouth with knives. And then I could feel the pressure. It wasn't like sharp pain because I was like enough numbing, but I could feel the pressure of them digging in there with the knives to get the teeth out. And then they noticed that my eyes were open when I was looking at them. So then they gave me more and I went back under. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I sometimes wonder if that's when my jaw clenching started, because it's like your body's survival reaction to when I sleep, I'm going to clench my jaw as hard as I can to make sure that that doesn't happen again, that nobody comes in my mouth again. But is this a family program or not? Anyway, so, and then when I woke up, I had one of the worst healing processes possible. My swelling looked like and I'm not exaggerating, like I had a tennis ball in each cheek. It was completely out to here. Some of the worst pain of my life.
Pics.
And I didn't take any. This is back like pre-big like cell phone taking pictures days. And
God, I love hearing that. Oh my God, just made my whole night. I love hearing that.
Yeah, this was more like a disposable camera.
Say that more.
Oh, are you
Say that more in public.
Yeah, you want it also as like foreplay?
No, just say it to everyone you meet. I was alive when you couldn't take pictures on phones. Yeah, I enjoy that.
Yeah, so I don't have pictures of it, which is unfortunate because I think that'd be very funny to have now. But yeah, and then we had one of my friend's sisters went to this place and had the exact same reaction to that. Like, I don't know, there's something funky going on at this place. Like, it was bad.
Do you think that they went in there with a fork and a knife to cut them out? Do you think that was a problem?
Maybe like a KFC spork.
Yeah, and not like the actual tooth extractor machine thingy, like the thingy that they
just
pull,
like rooted around,
like the claw game. Yeah. Oh boy,
it was horrible. So bad. Anyway, I hope yours was better than mine. They said, Kelsey is so pumped to see you when you come to Omaha. You guys are talking about burgers, and I have a recommendation for when you come to Omaha. They say, I'm also a gal with yummy problems, but it's so worth it. I'm assuming you meant tummy because T is right by Y, but I just liked yummy problems better because I feel like sometimes we all have yummy problems where we're like, ooh, I know I shouldn't eat that, but fuck, is it yummy?
I thought maybe you had cavities in your wisdom teeth from all the sugar, and you're like, I've got yummy problems.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best typo we've ever had, for sure. It's great. I don't really have a question, but I just want to let you guys know how great your podcast is. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's the perfect blend of comedy, real talk, Midwest problems, and your animals interrupting. I mean, weird timing. This has
been the mega animal interrupting episode.
Yeah, the last couple episodes have been weird. We did an episode about the person writing in about farting. Poe was farting on the podcast for the first time. And then Mia walks in right as I'm reading the animals interrupting part, and we had to stop the show earlier because our dog Poe was barking to go outside. What the hell?
I don't know.
And then earlier when you were recording, fucking birds trying to get into the window.
I was recording middle of somewhere earlier today, and I thought there was something tethered to the outside of the house or something, and the wind kept banging it on the window. So I opened the shade. A fucking robin is just flying head first. And a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It didn't go in once and fall to the ground and then get knocked out, whatever. It was nonstop, just flying right into the window.
Insane.
It's probably the ghost.
Probably. And then they say, keep it up. You guys are kicking ass. Can't wait to get whatever merch you guys make for this podcast. Well, I'm having fun. Are you having fun? Has to be part of it.
I suppose.
And then they list some Omaha food recommendations, which is so kind. So they say, thanks for the laughs. I don't know if I should share your name because you didn't say, so I won't say your name, but thank you. This is very, very nice.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And I'm sure you wish that you had these before you got there.
Oh, I sure do.
I'm
Next
sorry.
time, I'll be there again.
I'm sorry. Okay, this is the last one. It's very quick. They say, wedding joke. Love the podcast. Love both of you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. My youngest daughter is getting married at the end of this year. I laughed so hard at Chad's joke about divorce and taking the bullet for his son at their wedding. I was hoping I could use it too when/if I speak at my daughter's wedding. I won't pretend I came up with it myself and make sure people know it was Chad that was the creator of this brilliance. Hope this is okay. If not, no worries. Big fan both of your work. Thank you.
That's awesome. You can absolutely use it, and absolutely don't give my name when you do it. That's just going to stall everything. Use it. Have fun with it. I hope it goes well. I'm getting used to people stealing my jokes, just like, you know.
I was just going to say.
I'm teasing.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We did it.
This is always fun, even when we are seemingly in bad moods. And then we get to answer questions, and we get to realize that our pretend problems ain't shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thanks for writing in.
Thanks for writing in, guys. There's apparently a method in, I don't know if it's like Sex Addicts Anonymous groups, or maybe just I'll say 12-step groups. But there's a thing called acting as if, and that's when like you and your partner are having like a tiff or whatever, or fight, but you have to act as if, and sometimes that actually like
as if what?
As if things are normal.
Okay, thank you.
And then actually sometimes that helps. And I feel like today having to like just keep pushing through and finish the podcast and not just stop and be like, ugh, we're both in bad moods. Bad moods. We're both.
Well, we know who's in the sex addict group. That's where she found that from. I was
going to say bad nudes now instead of bad moods now. And just stopping to be like, whatever, we'll record another time. We had to just push through today, and it was actually good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Yes.
We'll talk to you next time.
Okay. Bye, guys.